Obviously, we aren't happy with conceding penalties on our ball. I think we've been pretty accurate since the junior internationals on our ball, and it's always been a big focus. The start of this first year campaign is to develop a dominant scrum on our ball. So we had a look at the issues. There are a few technical issues that we need to adjust on. Just remember that All Black front row is an experienced front row, and sometimes they get right what they're trying to do, and we'll improve. We had a great session today, and I was really happy with the intensity and the accuracy of the guys on the machine and the one-on-one work. So I'm confident that those little technical issues that we picked up during the game, we've rectified. Our philosophy is, you can never really preempt what they're going to do. They have a smart coach coaching them up front, and they do pose different challenges, come with different angles. Where most teams would maybe just attack your tight head side, they tend to attack both sides. So what our focus is going to be is to do what we do better. To worry what they're going to do on X or Y scrum, then we're not focusing on what we need to do. Exactly as I answered the previous question, that is exactly what our focus has been this week, to realise where we are in our evolution on our ball, and get better. Even if it's just by 1% this week, we want to be better, and that's the challenge we want to pose them. So before they can pose us that challenge, we want to pose them the challenge by being better on our ball. We had a few days off after getting back from New Zealand, and when you get back, you realise how special the environment is. Alistair, laid down the marker on Sunday night when we got together and said that gave us goals for the week. And I think if you look at the first 2 days of training, the squad has responded. Everybody is really pushing the level of excellence and contribution from each member of the squad, and that's all we can take care of. Everybody is here. Everybody's pushing and really motivated for the week. It's a big challenge for us against the Aussies, and that's the way we're looking at it. We're back in South Africa. It's really great to be home, and things are just function more comfortably for you at home, and the big thing for us is we feel that responsibility of delivering a good performance this week. Being at Loftus here, it's going to be a big crowd. The guys feel that responsibility and all contributing to be part of something good. Criticisms. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. As a coach, I look at these guys and they're my measure. If I'm contributing to them, making them a better player, making them a better man, contributing to this pack, then that's what it's about, and they contribute to the team. And I think that's how we handle criticism. We look at ourselves, we're honest with ourselves. The first thing we do as coaching staff is look at ourselves, what we could do better, and then we take that to the team and say, well, what could you do better? And that's where the response is. I think that's the criticism that we measure ourselves by, and because that's the only criticism that can affect our performances. I do know the ground very well. It's a great ground. It's opposing place to play rugby. I wouldn't buy too much of what foreign teams say about our grounds, and they tend to throw a bit of bait at us, and trying to get us off our game. But, as I said in my previous remarks, it's just good to be home. We thrive in the South African environment to make our country proud, and I think that's the big thing about playing at a proud stadium like Loftus is the guys want to do. It's a hotbed of rugby. It's people that are passionate about the game, and as a Springbok side, we want to do justice to them. I'm not going to comment on people's opinions. They're entitled to their opinions. We as a coaching staff, we look at ourselves really harshly. When we have a coaches meeting, we close the door. Alistair's created an environment where honesty prevails, and if Johan feels I've overstepped the mark or haven't done something wrong, he's got the license to say, listen, Matt, I need better from you. And I'm just speaking about my department because that's all in which I can speak. I'll respond to that. So what goes in the press or the blog pages, that has to be there. People are passionate about rugby in this country, and as I said, we feel that responsibility. It's good that we feel that responsibility, because or else we don't care about this game, we don't care about the Springbok brand in South Africa. So how guys manage it, what you say about me is affects your karma. How the way I react about it affects my karma. So my reaction to it determines the response, and that's the crucial thing. As I say, when we close that coaching door and we talk honestly, we put it on the table. We have our reporting structures. We pull the game to pieces, and then we deliver it to the team, and that's our benchmark. How the team takes it. How can we improve this team? How can I improve my pack? How can I improve my scrum? That's the important thing for me. I don't think we've been weak on the game line. I don't think that's an area we've been weak on. I thought the New Zealanders were particularly good on first phase to get across the game line, and that enabled them to keep momentum. I think where we could improve is maybe our work rate to set better, to set wider. They played with a passing game and got around us, but the 2 tries in our 22, 2 great passes to get around the edge of us. So I think we've had a look at that, and something we worked on hard today. If you were at the session and watched what we were doing, that's exactly what we were training on. But defence is, I suppose, a lot like scrums. Where it's an emotive thing. So it's something we take personally, and I'm sure there will be a response from the team this weekend. As Julian said, our main focus is ourselves. We've got to. That's what we can control. I felt in the previous game there were areas we had them under pressure, and if we could replicate that and do our processes better, we could apply more pressure. So, to go and sit and evaluate foreign Australian players, I want to evaluate my players. I want my focus to be as a coach making Julian a better player. Contributing to him as a man off the field, contributing to him as a tight head on the field. There I'm going to get a result. There I'm going to get a big effect in the pack of forwards, and that's where my focus is. These guys play a lot against them in Super Rugby, and my style as a coach is to utilise their IP, to get a lot of knowledge from them about how they feel about their opposition, where they felt they've had them an edge over them, or where they felt they've struggled against them, and then to solve those problems. So I look at them for that, but my focus is these guys.